far from home. You don't have to feel alone. Brave and strong, together we will be. It's our destiny. We will be heroes. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEFINITY, DEVVE, daCat, FIAS update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. My back is hurting today, and so is my eye. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but all around here, I can still see out of it, but I'm not gonna lie, things are blurry, and I don't know. I might need to go to the VA tomorrow. It is slightly closed. This has happened before. If y'all remember, I've had an eye patch multiple times. Every now and then something gets clogged and I have to gently massage it and keep a warm compress on it. Anyway, crazy times. I just got finished buying a couple of comics. We'll go over that. We'll go over a couple of things, what's going on with daCat as well. And it's our destiny. Yeah, Booth, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. William Kiefer saying, oh, well, let's get this bread. I love this game. Booth saying, like that. It will be quad zero. I mean, heroes want. We will be here. Damn, Bitcoin went from 67.5 to 67 to 66.5 all within a couple of minutes. It's crazy out there. Bunch of things playing with the market right now. It seems that war with Iran is imminent. Hopefully it is a surgical strike that just like we did in Venezuela, and there's no prolong, like America has a pretty horrible track record of staying in one place for way too long. Al-Qaeda, al-Assad, anywhere in Iraq, a lot of those places probably should not have been. It's like first appearances all week, same fam, same. But yeah, and then you have that going on in the Middle East, and then you have Mexico is on fire. Everyone pray for Wendy, who's living in Mexico, because Mexico is not a fun place to be right now. There was some cartel leader that got killed, and then the cartel's firing back. Literally, Mexico's on fire. There's a bunch of they killed a 740, like a 737 is just burned to the ground. Buses are burned. Troops are dying. People are dying. Everything's on fire. There's a bunch of Canadians trapped on a bunch of Canadians are trapped on a roof. Speaking of Canadians, USA, USA, USA. Did the Canadians lose to America in hockey? Oh, well, yes, I think they did. America, heck yeah. So proud to be an American. Yeah, Mexico's under siege by it's insane. They've deployed the Mexican army. I don't know how well equipped they are to handle that situation. I don't think Trump can really do anything because a lot of the troops, I think he had repositioned them to where they're in the Middle East. I don't know if he's going to want to do anything in Mexico. But yeah, the world is crazy. So that, yeah, Bitcoin selling off, and you have a couple of people. I don't know if I screenshot it this morning. I didn't. But there's people that are companies that are just selling off major stocks, and that's not the greatest thing for Bitcoin. So I do think we go a little bit lower. That being said, a lot of other stuff has stayed kind of okay, and we'll go over it. Let's do FIAS here first. FIAS is down about 2% on the day. They have 10,000 in volume, $1.9 million market cap. Again, I'll be able to get a little bit more. I was thinking next week, but now, I mean, I'm gonna get a little more money soon. More money coming in. I might just, I'm not gonna lie, I might just replace the OMI that I had lost, or not lost, but I invested. I spent the OMI on comics on Stacker. I didn't even go for the drop today because I was like, you know what? I could buy this drop, which is really freaking cool. Or I could buy a bunch of comics. So I bought a bunch of comics. I did that. Speaking of which, VeVe didn't do that bad on the drop today. Better than Assassin's Creed. All right, where are we at? Ren and Stimpy. Happy, joy, happy, joy. Additions. How many do we? All right, what was that? 861, 21,000, give or take. Yeah, it's 21.5. So you have a pretty good, a pretty okay day there. Let's say with all the stuff they did on the secondary, let's say 2,200. Bill Carter, did you get the thing? Did you mint a log or did you buy the log? Because I must say I'm quite jelly if you minted that log. Oh, this eye is not good, fam. The eye is not good. Pasternak says whales are accumulating. I watch market constantly. You seem to be correct. So much buying. I wait for good prices, but everything keeps getting bought up. So it depends on what you're. I mean, so yeah, you've got a friend in me. To finish off FIAS here, I would like to think that we have 6 months plus to buy as much alts as we want. As far as the eye can see, I would like to think we have 6 months left. Now, it's possible we have like 12, 15 months left before alts start to run, right? But let's be realistic. I don't think Bitcoin's down here for that long, but it might be, right? But let's say you have 6 months left. Now, it's possible that Bitcoin and ETH start running in like June, road to 2026, where you have the midterms. Jerome Powell gets out, the Clarity Act gets passed. But again, that'll be the top 50 coins, right? And then eventually I think it leads to alts. I would say hopefully it leads to alts late summer. Yeah, maybe around the election cycle. And if we have that long, then I don't mind buying. I don't mind spending some of that OMI and not buy some of the stuff so I can just get more comics right now. Because even though, again, everything's at such good prices, the price and market cap of the tokens are not reflective of the health of the companies that they represent at all. daCat might be the only one, because that's like the only thing where, okay, here's the valuation of the daCat Chronicles IP, and here's the valuation of the token. Token's obviously much higher. One of the immediate goals is to get the daCat Chronicles wallet to be as much as we have in ETH in the liquidity pool, which is about 100K. But as ETH goes up, like that's pretty easy to get. But as ETH goes up, it's going to be a lot harder. When ETH doubles and that goes to, the liquidity pool has 200,000 in it, but it's $100,000 worth of daCat tokens and $100,000 worth of Ethereum. ETH doubles suddenly, yeah, it goes insane. And yeah, the whales accumulating, you see it on the Grail comics. Are Incredible Hulk #1, Incredible Hulk #181, First Appearance Wolverine. You've got Avengers #1, Amazing Fantasy 15. Take a think. Look, the Tales of Suspense #39. That's Iron Man. Journey into Mystery 83. That's Thor. You have those that the floors are. You could have got those at like a couple dollars, and now the minimum, I think, of the commons is like 14. Journey into Mystery, I bought a few of them at like $12 to $14. You can get, I think, let me see what the Avengers #1, the common was like $11, but yeah, and that's cool. But the secret rare is only like $400 something. So I was a little hesitant of questioning the value of that, especially when Vicente is the top holder, and it's like, okay, we know that that account sells a lot. Now maybe he sells like the bigger tier stuff, and this is just like a flex, right? This could just be like, yeah, I have a top holder, I have 100 of these. He has 100 of a lot of the top comics. So maybe that's held for the long term. We don't know. But again, at $11 and the secret rare, let's go to the secret rare real quick. Avengers #1. I think it's like was it so 465. Those 12. So that's like a 38x, give or take. Let's go to something that's similar to that, which would be X-Men #1. Let's do X-Men #1, or the X-Men #1. Secret rare, 864. Okay, that is not the same as what I was thinking. Oh, it's Incredible Hulk 181. Okay. Let's do this. Incredible Hulk number 181. That secret rare is 438. Okay, Incredible Hulk number 181. The common is $33. Jesus. So that is much what to say? So that's only a 13x multiple. So now let's go back to X-Men #1, right? Because that's a little bit higher. What I say it was I have to go back. All right, so 864, and then we do X-Men #1 common. Oh, okay. 22. So that's about 39x multiple as well. Whereas what was it? 465, 1238. So they're about the same as far as multiple wise. And then let's do a journey into mystery here. Into mystery number 83. The common is $18 now. That is hourly, not journey. And okay, so 1143. So that's a 63x multiple. So it's like, okay, even though you are technically paying $7 more for a journey into mystery common, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, they're both S tier comics, right? It's like, yes, you're correct, and they're both 10,000 mints, right? Yes, they're both S tier comics. They're both 10,000 mints. And it's like, okay, so the cheaper common should be the one I should get, right? Well, not necessarily. Again, buy what you like. But the secret rare on Journey into Mystery is over $1,100. And so even though you'd have to pay $7 more for the common, there's just a much bigger gap between the secret rare price and the common than there is of the secret rare price of Avengers and the common. So that's where I see a little bit of more value. Now, granted, you were able to get Journey into Mystery commons for $12 to $14 just yesterday. I mean, I bought them, so you can't anymore. But so even still, this is not a horrible price to buy at, in my opinion, especially when you take a look at Tales of Suspense, because actually Tales of Suspense is more the same thing, because I think that's $18. Tales of Suspense, number 39, secret rare, it's $12.63. And then, yeah, the common's about 18. So that's about a 70x multiple. So it's like, okay, that seems to be for the higher ones. That seems to be about right. But what about Amazing Fantasy? Because that's the highest one, right? Not Spider-Man. Amazing Fantasy. Mr. Squeeb's actually selling one of his, $48.36. That is a lot, good sir. Now let's see what Amazing Fantasy number 15, 179. So that the difference between the common and the secret rare is like a 27x. So it's not nearly as big of a gap as it is for the other one. So if I'm looking for value, and let's do Tales of Suspense and Journey into Mystery, because their comics are very much the multiples is the same for the common. Let's do not 30, 39. Let's try the rare. I don't really much like the cover of the rare that much for Tales of Suspense number 39. That's $36. Journey into Mystery number 83. Rare. I don't really like the cover for the rare on this one either. Now that's $26. So it's like, okay, that's a much better buy. Like, you know, you get the drop today where, you know, you have an okay chance of making some money. And if you get the log, you get money, right? This eye is gonna kill me. You know, 200,000 OMI. And now I'm thinking, okay, 200,000 OMI. And then it goes from $26 to $42. Let's see who holds it. Fairly well diversified. The biggest holder is this guy Zeus. That's got almost 2%. You know, it's got 19 of them. Not bad. That's probably the biggest difference. Because that's 27. You get Incredible Hulk number 181 rare for 21, but the secret rare is 429. Whereas the rare of Journey into Mystery is 26, and the secret rare is 1152. So yeah, you have to pay $5 more, but the difference in multiple is so much higher. And the Avengers number 1 rare is like 28. So I think that's a pretty good valuation. Unless, of course, we go into the secret rare into Mystery 83 and see what the last ones were sold for. So let's go to the analytics, go to the last couple weeks, and see. It was actually bought by Mr. Squeebs. Says 20 million. Oh, but there's no way he paid that. So the price is $27.50. Like, there's no way he's buying for $27.50 on the 16th. You know, like 6 days ago, and is now selling, you know, for $11.43. That makes 0 sense. So that is off with Stacker. That's definitely off, and we have to tell. Anyway, so whales are accumulating a lot of the Grail comics, but they're doing it on a lot of the commons. So even after talking to Sleeping Comics the other day, he seems to be buying. He buys a bunch of commons. He does because that typically is the best cover, the ones that people tend to like the most. The uncommons, I feel like nobody wants. The rares can be cool, ultra rares can be cool, and secret rares, same thing. But the commons are generally the best ones. So that's really what he buys. So I think there is a lot of other opportunities out there with some of the rares, and possibly even the uncommons as well. So that's what he's been doing. And I took a look today. What I just bought, I'll show you in the vault here, and I'll show you why I bought it. Sleepin has this as a B tier comic. This is the one that I just bought a bit of. He's got it at hold on, any type, comic covers. So it's New Mutants. That's still under, like, any B tier comic under $1, probably not bad, right? Probably not. You're probably going to do okay with that. It's the first appearance of Betsy Braddock as Psylocke. Let me see exactly which number this is, so you know what to type in. What did I say? It was New Mutants. Give me a sec here. Not Annie QHI. New Mutants Annual number 2. First, Betsy Braddock, renamed Psylocke by Mojo. This is the cover. These are the commons. And it's like, okay, it's a B tier comic. How many people really know who Psylocke is? I probably very few. And it's like, okay, well, why is it a B tier comic? Like, well, it's B tier because people in the comic industry know it. But the reason why I decided to buy a bunch of them is because Dr. Fuse has 2,100 of these freaking things. That is 10% of the supply, and you know he's not selling. So I bought a bunch. I have 56 now. I don't even think I'm in the top. You need to have 100 to be in the top 5, with which I am not. Not even heckin' close. So yeah, I decided to get that because even though Damn, 65.5 for Bitcoin. I ate. Oh, I bet, girl. Again, are these ever going to be $20? Probably not. Can these be $2.50 to $3? Yeah, probably this year. So that's why. Again, it's a B tier comic. It's under $1, and 10% of the supply is held by Dr. Fuse. And because this was released in April of 2022, a lot of the people that bought this comic are probably gone. Will some of them come back? Sure. Are some of them not going to come back? Also sure. So I think a bunch of these are probably going to be locked up as well. Who says we're in the bear market until May? We might be. We might be. Last year, Bitcoin hit all-time high. Now we're in the bear until May. Check the chart history. Chart history should mean next to nothing with this, because with Trump in office, he can say or do anything. It could go crazy or go crazy low. It's really just about liquidity. Liquidity is going to be, and there's so much sitting on the sidelines. That's going to rip into the market when you get the rate cuts, and then you get hopefully some money printing. Hey, Senior Choppy Cat, as an American hockey junkie, let's freaking go get this bread, Goat Slayer. America, heck yeah, coming again to save the mother heckin' day, Team America, meow meow. Don't do sacral, you lose OMI, just jemmies. Yeah, you burn OMI, but Stacker's cheaper the majority of the time. Now there's times where it's not, and it's like, yeah, I'll go in, I'll put in a credit card on VeVe, and I'll use those jemmies. I'll do that all the time. But like most of the time, Stacker is cheaper. But yeah, there are times where it's like, oh shoot, this is much cheaper on VeVe and it's a good value. Yeah, and we go there. Gardner picked up that whole Ren and Stimpy set, my man. When Vampire became top holder in Ultraman Rising poster. Well, yeah, I think. Hold on one sec. Ultra Man Rising. Which one? It's not the secret rare, right? Yeah, no, because. Oh wait, that is. Wait. The one with 555 mints, or you have 555 mints? Because there's one with 555 mints, but it does not say you are the top holder in that. Hold on. Ultra Man. Oh, the day poster. I think that's what you might mean. Nope, not that one either. Hold on. I'm gonna find this. Ultraman. Show more collectibles. I don't know why. This is not wanting to show more collectibles. The Rise of Ultraman collectible poster. Rise of Ultraman #1, Scotty Young. You gotta let me know which one, because there's a bunch of these. Logicel. I picked the ultra rare in secondary for retail. Score. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, the Ren and Stimpy ones are pretty dope. And Jelly. Separate. Oh, you got the other. Oh, you picked everything up in secondary. Gotcha. Ultraman, a good ROI play. Asians, man. Yeah, Asians love him. When they come on the app, that should be one of the things that they really like. Them, Powerpuff Girls, any type of anime we get, that should do really well. But again, like, who knows when they come on? Who knows? Like, you could be sitting on them for a while, or they can come on next month. You know, we have no idea. But Ultraman should do pretty well with them, because they love them. Blue says, if you look at Bitcoin cycles after hitting all-time high, it always drops consistently for a year. Maybe it'll be a year since 100K Bitcoin. We're in bear, sadly. Again, I don't think it really has much to do. Like, again, historically, people said, oh, it's just because of after the halving, and then the halving came and went, and it's just more about liquidity. And people nobody recognized that until really like last year. or this year, I should say, the last year or so. And it's just more about liquidity than anything. Oh, try VeVe rank again. See, you can see the article Marvel next. All right, hang on. Blah, blah, blah. Let me go to sleeping. He's bittersweet. He knocks me off my feet. All right, sleeping. Where you at? Where you at? Girl. Okay. Tell me something, girl. Oh, top Wolverine comics. Okay, I don't. Because they're talking about. Okay, wait. That's the Wolverine one. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, Marvel Next, potential future breakout comic heroes. A list of lesser-known Marvel comic heroes. The MCU has introduced some new heroes. These emerging Marvel breakouts include Ms. Marvel, Kate Bishop, Ironheart, aka Riri Williams, America Chavez, etc., each bolstered by recent screen exposure, diverse storytelling, strong fan base, and multimedia potential that position them for mainstream breakout success. I love Ms. Marvel. A lot of people are meh about her. Kate Bishop, I love. Feel like she was kind of supposed to be a young Avenger, but she's like 30 now. You're not really a young Avenger when you're 30. Same with Catherine Newton. She just celebrated her birthday. But we do love her. We love Kate Bishop. She's like an awesome Hawkeye. She's great. She's just, I freaking love her. Her and Yelena Belova have just such a great chemistry. Ironheart, I have a couple of her like low, like number 42, number 43, like Riri Williams, like Marvel Mighties. She's freaking dope. Ironheart, like great in the comic books. The TV show on Disney, I was excited for it. I was like, oh my God, I love Riri Williams. Like I got a bunch of her, I got a bunch of her Marvel Mighties, like super low mint, like number 42, 43, 47. Like I was like, let's freaking go. Pumped. And what do the writers do? They make it like they just shit on Tony Stark. Like the first few minutes of the episode, I didn't even watch it. Because how freaking dare them? That being said, I still love her comic book character, but yeah, she got a lot of hate from just the opening of that show. I hope the show was good. I actually heard it actually wasn't that bad, but and then America Chavez, let me show you something. I feel like that dude that's about to go over on like a bungee, like the bungee jump cord. I was like, let me tell you something. The guy like Sparta kicks him off. Let me show you something. Dashboard, vault. When I go to my vault, I'm going to show y'all a thing for my comic covers, any rarity. What is my second most stacked comic? Vengeance, number 1. Is it number 1 or is it number? Anyway, first appearance of America Chavez. I'm not even the. Figured at 209, I'd be the biggest freaking holder. I'm not. The fudge. Okay. All right. I see you. Fab Muldoon and Baby Berg. Okay. It's fair. Kind of. Anyway, I guess I have some buying to do on that one. But anyway, 209. I think Sleepin has this as a B tier comic. Because she's cool in the movies. She's pretty cool. The actress that plays her, she's cool. She's young. She can play the character for 20 years, right? Okay. Etc. Each bolstered by okay. So all new Marvel Now .1. Now I don't have as many of those as Strange Tales, but I have 88 of her. Am I in a top? I am not even close to being a top holder. You need 404 to be a top holder. My goodness. No wonder that's Jesus. Okay. All right. I thought I would be a bigger holder. I thought I'd get close to the top. I'm not even close. That is a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on to the rest of the article. All new Ghost Rider number 1. I think think Sleepman has that as either a C or D tier comic, but has potential. Robbie, because that's first appearance, Robbie Reyes as Ghost Rider, not Marvel Spotlight #5, which is Johnny Blaze. This is Robbie Reyes as him, so this is one that he thinks has potential. Amazing Spider-Man #654, first appearance Agent Venom. Okay, hold on. Amazing Spider-Man number, what is it, 654? I don't even know if I've seen that on his rank list. There was over 1,000 burn. There's 3,400 of them, 3,485. And the cheapest, this is one of the things, the cheapest is not on Stacker. The cheapest on Stacker is $4.12. On VeVe, it's $2. And Sleeping's got 46 of those. So he's in it. He's in it. Because again, this is not a lot. On the other ones we were looking at, there's 20 to 21,000 of those. This, there's less than 3,500. And they're $2. So first appearance of Agent Venom, aka Flash Thompson. Flash, we've seen it in the movies, a bunch of iterations. Plus a final showdown between Alistar Smythe and Spidey is here. Okay, so that's the common at up to $2. So is it Amazing Spider-Man? Was it 465? 654? 654. Okay, let's see the rare. Now, if the rare is $2, there is $4.25 over on VeVe, $7.69. Nice. But there's 602 of them. There's not a lot of the rares. Okay. All right. Spider-Man number 654. All right, what about the ultra rare? Because there's got to be like, what, 200? There's 307, $25, $26 respectively. Okay. Now let's do Amazing Spider-Man Secret Rare. And this is $240 on VeVe, but $65 on Stacker. And there's 150 of them. And oh my God, my eye is never going to be the same. I am going to be blind. And it goes from 65 to 220, which is about what it is on VeVe. So we might have an opportunity here. Last time this was bought was on the 9th. And before then, it was bought in October. So when did this premiere? Hold on. Well, this premiered in 2023. Yeah, so this was bought on February 9th, and before then it was October 19th, 2025. Then it was September 29th, September 6th. So there's any top holders on this? You could have 2 and be a top holder. So that is interesting. Again, I don't know if he even has that on his I don't know if he has that on his tier list. If he does, I haven't seen it. So it might be a C or a D comic. Then he's got Amazing Fantasy 15. So this is the not the one that we know and love. It's the Amadeus Cho version. So it's the 2023 version. Let's see here. Amazing Fantasy number 15. And Amadeus Cho. Let's see what we got here. 4,500s, $2. The Man Who Become the Totally Awesome Hulk. Let's see the top holders. You have a guy named Rich for Gold. 353 of those. That is bananas. Okay, so that's Sleepman's other. So these are potential. What he says, multimedia potential that position them for mainstream breakout success. Sleepman's not saying that if you buy these right now, you're going to be rich one day, but he's saying that these might have the potential to do some numbers as they get more and more popular. Captain Marvel number 14. That's the first cameo appearance of Kamala Khan. I actually have a few of these. I think he has this as a C tier comic. Yeah, I have 7 of them, right? Like I don't have a lot. Dr. Fuse got 1,100 of these. What the heck? Hold on. I gotta see what he rated this. A B. I'm pretty sure he labeled it as a C tier comic, but where's Captain Marvel? Yeah, he did. VeVe lists Kamala Khan. VeVe lists as Kamala Khan first appearance. Most physical collectors consider this book a cameo. She becomes Miss Marvel in a later issue. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of issues. Because again, there's 21,000 of these. But they're a buck, right? You know, so and there's a lot of listings here. You can sweep for $1. But again, like Sleepin says, potential. Then he's looking at Avengers 684, first appearance of Immortal Hulk. Let's see what we got there. Number 684. We got, I feel like this is an old one, right? Oh, no, it's not. It came out in 2024. There's 2,500 of these. You can get it for actually $1.50 on, or $1.40 on VeVe. Let's see the top holders. Stefano 8 has 115 of these. Dr. Fuse got a measly 29. When I say measly because he's had like 2,100 of other things. We did the Captain Marvel. Sorry guys, give me 1 sec. You, but even though, yep, and have talked, yep, together, I don't disagree. Way to talk me into. Oh, we should do things the right way. I mean, that's fair. I mean, use the meow meow meow. So, okay, all right, gotta respond to the lady friend. Smart Buy says was okay. What do we have after that? All right, Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. I wish I had more of these. Spider-Verse is hyphenated. Why is number 4 popping up? Oh, I put if Spider-Verse. Oh, it's gotta be of. Okay, so so this is, I think this is a B tier comic. Edge of Spider-Verse number 2 is first appearance of Spidey Gwen. But let me see if it's C. I don't think it's a C tier. A, B, C, D. Number 5 is Penny Parker, but that's C. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a bit. But I also think this one's, it's not like $1. I think this is like a couple dollars. Like it's 3. I farted. Yeah, because these are only 10,000 mints, so these are going to be a little bit higher. $3.79 on VeVe, $4.68 on Stacker. I actually don't own. I don't own any of these. Really? So there's 6,000 of these. I don't own any of these, huh? Hold on. Spider-Verse number 2. Let's look at the rares. Do I own a rare? I don't own a rare, and that's $12 to $14. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, I can't. Spider. How many times do I have to type it in before it auto pops? Let's do the ultra rare. My back. Oh, none of those. Those you can't even freaking find. It's $53 on VeVe, and none are listed on Stacker. It's 500 of those. Spider hyphen verse number 2. It's a beautiful secret rare cover. That's a really beautiful one. $200 hairs. Fudge. That is a lot. Name Coast on there. 200. Wow, I don't have any. I could have sworn I had one of them. Hold on, let me go to this vault, and we'll see. Smart Buy says Squeebs never sells. He lists if someone else lists even cheaper, and he can buy. Sometimes his sells though. Yeah, I can picture him doing that. Picture it. I can picture it. All right, hold on. We're gonna find. Suspense. No. I know I have a Gwen. It might be. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm I guess I'm tripping. I love Gwen. I could have. There's definitely another one that I have that Gwen's on the cover, and I know it's something that I don't have a lot of. All right, 4, 7, 3 of 7. Okay, hold on. We're looking for Gwen here. We're looking for a cover. No. If this be my destiny, that's not it. All right, maybe I was just tripping. Maybe okay, apparently I was. I thought I had something when I didn't. He was on Inhumans number 5, first appearance of Elena Belova. Okay. This I think is also B tier. Should be E, F, G, H, I. Yeah, Inhumans number 5. And Yelena's like a fan favorite, right? She's like we love her. Okay. I'm making sure this is the right one that I'm buying here. Now again, these are good. These would be 30,000 comics. This is not very popular right now, but it is a B tier comic. How long does it take to purchase registration on VeVe? Because this is a lot. I never understood why someone would stack a comic. I feel like I've seen you on some of the comics, like you're a top holder of at least one of them, and it's like a pretty good comic. So I think you know the reason. What the heck is going on, VeVe? It's been like a minute. It's like when your foot hasn't been on the gas and like a transaction failed. What the heck is going on? Transaction failed. Suck my transaction. Okay, what the actual fudge? Is somebody else running me? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go back. And now I'm gonna put Inhumans number 5, common. And I swear on all that is holy, if y'all are okay, purchase register. Why is this failing? Why is this failing? I clearly have the OMI, right? Like that's given me a. Oh, Bitcoin hit 64.9. That is, whew. Is Stacker not doing a thing right now? Are they being gay? Gay? Who says, you know how if you look at your comments, it says unread under the ones you own, you think that'll mean something? Nah. They were going to years ago where they had them like, you know, oh, the big thing about digital comics, they don't deteriorate. But then they were like, if you read it, you had a check mark next to it. And I was like, I'm telling you, people are gonna think that if you have a check mark, oh, it was read, you know, it's not perfect anymore. It's not mint. People got big mad. Why are my transactions failing? Unable to complete your purchase at the moment. Please try it later or contact support if the issue persists. I don't want to contact support, but I guess I will. Troubleshooting. Can I just fucking put in a ticket, please? Name, Andy Chavez, subject. Transaction failed. Email address. I keep getting the message saying transaction failed. I have OMI. Unsure what the issue is. Send message. The stacker team is on it. I'll receive an email reply within a few hours. You can view and update messages in previous conversations. Oh, I thank you. Hey, Randy, we received your email request. Someone from our team will get back to you as soon as possible. Oh my God. I fucking love you. My women are crazy, bro. Women are crazy. But I love them nonetheless. With 20,000. With 20,000 editions. Well, for multiple reasons. One is that, again, the stuff with, let's say, with like 10,000 editions. For the full mint, 10,000 editions. It's only 6,000 editions for the common, and for some of the grails, which I think you have. You do that because as of right now, with the users that we have, there's people that go in and stack, and there's people and that's why the floors rise. And it's like, okay, well, I get that, Chavez, because there's only 6,000 editions. Yeah. One person having 5, there's only so many to go around for the 1,000-ish users that are here. But that's not going to happen with issues that have 20,000 issues. One, that's wrong, because that will happen eventually. But yeah, that's going to take a long time. Like you're not going to see anything from that has 20,000 editions going for like $20 like you are for at least not right now. However, if you buy a bunch at, I don't know, what is it? A bunch of these B tier comics for under $1, or even like Strange Tales 110. That's an A tier comic. I bought most of those for about $2. What are they, $7 now? Like they're and granted, like they're 7 because like maybe nobody's buying there, and that's been there for a minute. Okay, cool. $5. Like I didn't buy it so I could just sell it for $3. I bought them because, not for when the existing users start buying the A tier comics, which they've started to already. They just hadn't gotten to Strange Tales yet. A lot of the you can't find an A tier comic for under like $3 now. Four, I think Daredevil #1 is like $4.85. So you can't go in and you can't go in and get that. They just don't exist anymore, because a lot of the people that had no problem buying Tales of Suspense #1 for $10, now it's $18. Journey into Mystery #83 for $6. Now it's $14, $18. Like that just can't happen anymore with the S tier comics. So people are just going to buy the A tier comics for those prices, of which a lot of them they already did. And again, Daredevil #1 is the cheapest that you can get now, because I bought all of the Strange Tales ones, at least the ones that were available. Right, I have like 1% of the supply. It's very small. So that's why I do that, because they're getting to the A tier comics. Like, I understand your reason. Like, okay, well, if they're starting to get to the A tiers now, and it's been years, how long until they get to the B tiers? 2030? If we go with the premise that we're only ever going to have this amount of users, then yeah, 2030. But I don't believe that's the case. I'm betting on the fact that VeVe doubles and triples their users, and they do it again, right? Because to go from 1,000 to 2,000 isn't that hard. To triple after that, to go to 6,000 is like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit, but again, slow but steady. So that's my thought process, is that when a bunch of people come in, and again, they read Sleepin's literature, they read the literature from Comics and Crypto, they watch me, which is parrots what they say, Like, okay, you know, this is not possibly not a bad idea to get into, to buy some of these. I mean, even if they don't buy the A tier comics for $5 or $10, if they want to buy some of the B tier comics at that point for $5, they might do that, because the A tier comics might be like $20 at that point. And $20 might be a lot for one thing. So they might buy the B tier comics for $5, or they might buy the C tier comics for $2. The B tier comics, aside from Psylocke, which I just swept the floor on, you can't really get any B tier comics for under $1 anymore. Strange Tales 111, Tales of Suspense 52 and 57, you can still get for under $2. There's a bunch of things that you can get the B tier comics for under $2 on. And yeah, now again, the money should stay in the A tier for a little while and then go to the B tier. But if you're like, one, it's fun. I'm doing it for fun, and two, yeah, like it's just another way to burn some OMI, to have a little fun. You know, I have enough OMI as is, so I don't mind spending some, you know, in the store, getting VeVe's transactions up. So that's why. It says, or it just matters if comic has no previous owners. That too. Like, again, you've seen it with like Logan Paul's what's it called? Logan Paul's Pikachu Illustrator. That if it wasn't from Logan Paul, if this wasn't the spectacle, if Ken Golden wasn't there, this would have never gone for $16 million. Like, this might not have even gone for as much as Logan Paul paid for it. You know, like it might not have been 5 million. It might have gotten 5 million, 6 million. But because it's Logan Paul, is one of the biggest superstars in the world, you know, it carries some weight to it. So depending on the owners, yeah, like I bet you at some point, and I probably saw this a little bit last cycle too. I can't remember any specific examples, but I feel like I do remember once or twice. Yeah, I just got Randy's thing, and it's like, you know, people, why'd you buy it? It's like, because it's Randy's. Like, it's above floor, but you know, it's Randy's, and you know, so I can picture that happening again, where it's like, oh, this is David's, this is Dan's, this is Crypto Rain's, this is Dr. Stuff's, and again, if VeVe takes off again, like I think it will, you have people that'll be like, yo, this was Randy's, and you know, it's we're gonna have to reassess a lot of different things when that happens, when that comes out. I'm not a whale, but yeah, common first appearance is easy right now in market, buying 10 at a time. Oh, for real? Yo, for real, for real? Okay, so stacker, gosh, beans. Okay. Okay, so stacker, are you done? It might be. It might be that it's letting me purchase something. It might be that it is letting me purchase. Transaction completed. Huzzah! So unfortunately for Yelena Belova, the first one was 54 cents, which is great. Second one, 64. So this is a B tier comic for under $1. This is pretty dope. And it's Yelena. We love Yelena. So I'm buying a bunch of these. When I say a bunch, I'm gonna buy like 4, right? Not gonna be a stack of purchases, not working right now. They were not, but now they are. I'm top holder in both top holder in both Rising and Collectibles posters. You beast. First appearance Rice Bowl. Asians will go crazy. They might. Okay, so I was able to purchase 2 comics and now it's not working again. 64.4 for Bitcoin. Goddamn. All right, Elena. I have no problem stacking you for 59 and 65 and 74 cents, but 97 cents is too much. My mom's Asian, she'll buy them up for sure. I don't know what it was. Forget who it was. It was this kid that was telling his taking like his and his family were taking the grandma out to some restaurant, and she asked for rice, and they didn't have rice, and she's like, "Why you take me here?" Because they didn't have rice. Asians love their rice. As Jim Carrey, Fire Marshal Bill in Living Color. Let me show you. So there's apparently two places where that comes from. I'm going to text this to a friendo. Group of friendos. Hold on. Apparently, meow, 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 meow for rice. I'm sure it does, but I love that meme where it says like divided by race, united by racism. 5 hours, Bill Gardner. Oh, he was so good. Yeah, it was. First appearance, BMO is $9. What? I never meant to brag. No, damn. Solana drops to 70. It dropped to $78. What the heck? $77. Oh my goodness. All right, Bitcoin's down 5.5% on the day. Ethereum's down 6%. XRP down 6.5%. BNB down 6.5%. Solana down 8.5%. Dogecoin down 6%. Bro, what is going on? Cardano down 7%. Hyperliquid down 7.5%. Chainlink down 7.5%. Stellar down 6%. Zcash down 11% on everything is down. What is going on? Pump Fund down 11%. ENA down 10%. Official Trump coin down 6.9%. Nice. Pippin, whatever the heck that is up 25% going against the market. Apt is down 8.3%. Arbitrum down 8%. Bonk is down 7%. How the heck is Bonk still in the top 100? That makes no sense. And Kite, whatever Kite is up 16%. There's a couple of winners in there. Not a lot, but a couple. I'm loving how Randy is returning back to original and taking interest in VeVe Collectibles comics market. I mean, I always had interest in it. You know, but yeah, now it seems to be a little bit. Let's see how the OMI is doing here. OMI's holding up pretty well, only down 2%. Let's go over the rest of the market. Things that are paired with ETH are not going to be doing well. I guarantee you DEVVE is it's only down 4%, 5.6 cents, just under a $5 million market cap. daCat is going to be down. It's actually down 0%. Okay, all right, I'll take that. Definity, down 7% on the day to under 1.1 cents. And let's do some FIAS here. FIAS only down 2%, 1.9. Yeah, so OMI's actually holding up better than I thought. I should get some. I'm hopefully getting some money back tomorrow, and if I do, I was hoping OMI would go to like 0001 quad zeros. I'd be loading the heck up, you know. But smart by True. Yeah, I mean it's fun. Bitcoin 6K coming, Trump doing his dance. There's a buddy of mine that they're looking for 50K. Now I don't know when, but they're looking for 50K. Issue with Privy, I believe. Well, Privy can suck my little airman. Oh yeah, 98 cents for Yelena for first appearance of Yelena Belova. That's too much, man. 54 cents was great. 73 cents was great. I now own 4, almost 5 of her comics. Damn, there's people that own a bunch of that. Okay, anyway, back to Sleepin's thing here. Invincible Iron Man, first appearance, Riri Williams, is not released yet. We'll get there. Okay, Invincible Iron Man #1 is Iron Heart's first ongoing series. So let's see what that is. Invincible Iron Man #1. Ow. Owie. Okay. There's actually an artist proof for that. 15K. Sheesh. Okay, is it number 1 or number 10? It says Invincible Iron Man number 1. Okay, I put Iron Man as a one thing though. It should be 2. Okay, I see number 1 rare. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's 477 of these, so this is very, very low in circulation. $4.61. Sleepy's got 10 of them. Because again, there's 477 of them. Hold on. What are the rares? Because if there's only 470, it's got to be what? 300, 267 of the rares. $14 on VeVe, 26 over here. You'd have 3 of them. And Crypto Rain's got a few of them. 267, 14. Okay. Invincible. Iron Man. Number 1. Let's try the ultra rare. I like the ultra rare cover. That's a pretty cool cover. 116 of those. You can't get it on Stacker. Invincible. Iron Man, number 1. What is a secret rare? This has got to be less than 100, right? There's 49 of these. And you can get it for 45 doll hairs. Also, that is a beautiful woman. And then obviously Tony Stark is making too, but damn. Yeah. $45, and there's 49 of them. I want to do it, but for me, this might be a little too much of a gamble here. I mean, it's a secret rare. It's 49 of them. Top holder, you probably just need to have one of them to be a top holder. This guy named Olet has 4. Rolex got 2. Guy named Matthews got 2, and everyone else has 1. And a buddy of mine shorted Bitcoin and made $100. Hell yeah! Well, he shorted Bitcoin. He had like 7 contracts. Damn, 64.3 now, dude. Look at Bitcoin just go down, 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 down. I am going to buy so much. Come on, Bitcoin. Go down to 50K. Go down to 35, and take alts with you. I feel like Rick O'Connell, where he's about to kill the Scorpion King. He's like, go to hell and take your friends with you. And then freaking Emotep runs up. He's like, no. Bro, The Mummy 2. I freaking love those movies. Those are so good. But yeah, Bitcoin, go down to 35 and take altcoins with you. Let me buy OMI at quad 05, please. Let me send $5,000 and get 100 million OMI. I will do that all day. You can only keep them here till 4. I will keep them here till 4. It's a Mean Girls reference. I can love that. Love that. Love that movie. Imagine when ETH whales and OG NFT degens get into VeVe. 20K editions will get eaten up. Yeah, I mean, honestly, what might happen first is that they'll just be like, oh, was ETH now like 1800? Let's see what ETH is. 1859. If ETH is like let's say 1800s, make it easier. 1 ETH for like Tales of Suspense is not even 1 ETH. Journey into Mystery, not even 1 ETH. They're going to be buying that shit all day. They're going to start with the secret rares. They're 2 partner statues for an ETH. Hell yeah, that is what they're doing. Speaking of which, let me get into what is the partner statue at? Oh, damn, partner statues at $12.97? What the fudge? No. Oh God, dude, there's something wrong with my body. I keep twitching. My eyes fucked up, my shoulders, my back, my thought, like I don't know what's going on. $12.97. Did someone get bought? Had to, or no, not recent activity. Analytics, 2 weeks. Something was bought today, number 2400, to Collectors Gone Digital. Collectors Gone Digital bought it. And then one yesterday. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, hey, now, lady. Yeah. Lend me some sugar. I am your baby. Okay, so it's at $12.97 now, almost at 1300. Well, there's a bunch, right? There's $12.97, $12.99.99, and another $12.99. Although sleep-ins, why would you get one for $12.97 when you can get when you could pay $2 more and get a 3-digit sleep-in? You might want to delist there because the next cheapest 3-digit is $1,900. So sleep-in's 3-digit is $2 away from the floor, and the next cheapest 3-digit is $1,949.99. That is 15 million OMI when you could get sleep-ins for just under 10 million. 9,999,999. 10 million OMI. Now, I could buy a bunch of those, but I would have to replace that. And I have my partners that I have my little two marshmallows. It's a SpongeBob reference. But I got those at like $850, $900, and I don't want to buy more at $1,300. Although sleep-ins is a 3-digit. So that's a pretty good. It's not a normal partner statue. It's a 3-digit partner statue. So that's okay. That's cool. It's cool. Anyway, MC1 hit 900. Oh my God. That was nuts. All right. Any type comic covers. What are we doing here? $5. I want to get more stuff, but all the stuff that I want is expensive. Silver Surfer number 3 is like a C-tier comic, but his first appearance on Mephisto, and it's there's 3,000 of them. Yeah. Oh, I'm a top holder. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's so cool. Sorry. Where are we at here? Marvel Spotlight, $6 for that now. So the other one I was taking a look at, Tales of Suspense, number 57, first appearance Hawkeye. It's $1.56. B2 comic under $2, but I was getting that for 84 cents, which is nuts. Strange Tales 111, it's $1.23. Again, I was getting them for like 84 cents, so it's kind of harder. Yeah. Who's saying the next wave of users, I bet, will be OG NFT degens, aka board. I hope so. I hope so. We can get that bread. All right, give me a sec. I'm in the mood to buy. No, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. I don't mean you. I already have enough of her. I have 13 of her. Spider-Man, Black Panther, Avengers, X-Men. Okay, Marvel Spotlight at 325. Nova, Avengers. Okay, all right. I even have 6 Strange Tales number 110s rares. That's not bad. My eye is so hecked. Why is my eye hecked? All right, there's my Inhumans that I've been getting. Tales of Suspense 52, Black Widow. That's $1.74. First appearance Bishop. I know it's probably like a C or D tier comic. I got a couple of those. I think they're cool. One Black Panther. Fantastic Four number 5, I really like. But I only have 3 of them. And it's almost $6 hairs now. And like 2045 normal everyday collectors, maybe. Stacker Purge is working again. Yes, it is. Yes, Connor, give me those dabs. If I was anyone sells discounted OMI, I don't think if anyone's selling discounted OMI, one, I should know about it. If they are, like, just bring them to me. Podcasts are included with your. Okay, thank you. Far too kind. All right, let's go back to Sleepin's list here. So Sleepin had a list, and we are going to get through it. Nick's number 3. Does he have that as a B tier comic? HOTTOGO, you can make. He does. He does have it as a B tier comic. X23, Laura Kinney. Let's take a look, because I think I have a couple of those already. I think these are another 30,000. Yeah. Oh, they're $1.11. When these were, I feel like a bunch of these were sold like recently, like for like 80 something cents. No, I guess they weren't. 216. Yeah, that was the last week. $2 on. I only have 4 of them. $2 on VeVe, $1.11 over here. Maybe person 382 of those. Geez. $1.11 still pretty cheap. It's a B tier comic. It's not under, $1 anymore, but that's still not bad. But I want to take a look at the uncommon. Might even be lower. Uncommon's $3 on VeVe, $5 on. Okay, hold on. Let's do the rare, because and the rare. I think I like that. That's a cool cover. Pretty dope. $4 for the rare on VeVe. Almost $5 over here on Stacker. The ultra rare. I'm not gonna lie. The ultra rare looks the same as the rare. Okay, no, there's less color in the rare. Okay, hold on. Ultra rare is full color. That's $29. There's only 1,000. When's the last time one of these sold? No way. $29 hairs. Yeah, January 25th. So the fuck. Okay. Anyway, what is the secret rare? I think there's 600 of these. $77 hairs. Some B tier comics. So honestly, okay, that I only have a few of them. Might get more. Strange Academy number 1. It's first appearance, Strange Academy, and Students. I think that's a C tier he has. Let me see. It might be a Strange. Yeah, it's going to be a C tier. Tier C. Panther, Iron Man, New Mutants, Savage She-Hulk, Sentry number 1. I have a few Sentry number 1s because there's not a ton of them. Okay, hold on. Let me find Strange Academy number 1. So Emily Bright, Doyle, Dormammu, Shaylee. Okay, all right. Strange Academy number 1. Let's take a look. What are they? How many of them are there? 21,000, 91 cents, C tier comic. I will pass on that. Superior Iron Man number 1. That is another thing that VeVe Rank has put out. Okay, so let's do Superior Iron Man number 1. He looks cool. He looks pretty dope. It's a cool cover. $13. Oh, there's 433 of them. Okay. How much would you pay for Perfection? Beauty, Immortality, Tony Stark knows is ready to give it to you. Superior Iron Man number 1. Give it to me. Yeah, $13, but $4. I'm sorry, 433. There's not a lot left, so I understand why it's that. Vengeance number 1, America Chavez. Got a bunch of those. Okay, Young Avengers number 1, I think is a B tier comic as well. Let's take a look. Let's go to the B. Jamar 1987 says, "What's up, Randy? What's going on, Jamar?" Yeah, Kate Bishop, Patriot as Guardian, Wiccan and Hulkling, Iron Lad, so B tier. I do like the Young Avengers, and they were supposed to do a Young Avengers movie. First appearance of Hulking and Wiccan. $1. It's 21,000. These are $1. Young. Oh God, my thumb is number 1. Let's see what the uncommon's probably $1.81. Okay, Young Avengers number 1. See what the rare is. 250 on VeVe. $2.50 for this on VeVe? B tier comic? Probably not bad. Top holder, Dr. Fuse, 1.5%. It's got 33 of these. Okay. I might go back to that because a rare comic for under $3. Ultra rare. Okay, an ultra rare comic. $5. I'm gonna get one of those, right? I gotta get one. But I'm just gonna get one because it's not like a. Okay, I burned 800 OMI. I mean, it's an ultra rare comic. First appearance of Wiccan and Hulkling. Like obviously, like for that you could get like a Fantastic Four number 5 common. 21,000 editions of those. There's 1,050 editions of these, and this is an ultra rare. You get more MCP points. Now there's more. Like this guy Omaha Set Hike. Like there's a couple more for $5.19. Young Avengers number. Like you get like that's cheaper than the mint price. Mint price of that was $7. So tell me, like I guarantee myself an ultra rare for a mint price. Young Avengers number 1 secret rare. It's $35. Like there are secret rares that I've seen for like $18, which is like nuts. But they're from comics that like nobody cares about. But still, not bad. Bro, people are going. They're calling the Mexican cartel, and they're like CTO community takeover. That is nuts. OMGina is balling out there. Peaceboy says, "Hey Randy, what tier is Amazing Spider-Man number 5? First meeting with Dr. Doom. Been picking some up lately. I feel like that's B tier. Let me check. It might be C tier. Yeah, it looks like a C tier. He's got all of these like mixed up here, so I'm just making okay, yeah. I might have a few of those too. Alpha Flight should be D tier. I I just don't like Alpha. All right, hold on. Amazing Spider-Man 5. I could have sworn it was at least. Did he put that as D tier? Maybe it's so. There are some that are not on the list. Yeah, so this one just it might have been too new before he made it because Amazing Spider-Man number 5 does not appear to be on the list, where he might have made the list before that comic book came out, or it came out and he was sick or whatever, busy, and he didn't update it. But not to fear, we can go onto Comics and Cryptos Google Doc where he's got the was that Amazing Spider-Man number 5? Okay, do I look for Amazing? Do I look for 5? 15, 80, 103, 50, another 50. Okay. 13, 24, 255, 238. In Humans number 5, they have it at number 109. It's Human Torch. What If? Also, I'm doing this with one eye because my left eye is destroyed. Edge of Spider-Verse number 5. No. There's Spider-Man number 5, but not Amazing Spider-Man number 5. All right, we're getting to the Impact, Obi-Wan, 12, New Mutants, Vote Loki. Did I miss it? How is Unbeatable Squirrel Girl under the death of Captain America? She should be higher. I just love her. No, I know nobody likes her, but I freaking love her. It's not on this one either. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna, because I think Amazing Spider-Man #5 came out within the last year, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it came out of June of last year. And there's none on Stacker. So yeah, 2,700 of these. Guy named G5551212 has 5% of them. Mr. Hulk 181 has 100. So this is probably a pretty decent one to get, because Mr. Hulk 181's got 100 of them. Like, there are people. Jay Green's got 100. There are people stacking this. And there's only 2,700. So let me see. Amazing Spider-Man #5. I'll protect all that are weak in the hall. All right, let's see the uncommon. Ooh, $2.60 for the uncommon. I'm not gonna get that yet, but I might. Spider-Man 5. Let's try the rare. 450 of those. That's $12. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man #5, the ultra rare. $37. It's 231 of them. That's really okay. #5. What's the secret rare come out to? There's only 113 of those, and there's 162 doll hairs. That's, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Guys, I definitely like playing VeVe more on stream. Yeah, costing me a lot of money, but you know what? Hashtag worth it. Favorite stack is Christmas on Bear Mountain. Oh, let me. On Bear. One of my favorite Scrooge ones. So there's 799. There's $18. What the heck? One of my favorite ones is Scrooge McDuck. He's like the rich uncle of like the DuckTales kids, right? I think he makes his like millionth dollar, and he pulls a gun out on someone. I was like, oh my god, this is dope. He's like ready. He's ready to pounce. He's ready to protect that fort. Like, I distinctly remember in that reading that, I was like, okay, this is interesting. Then someone, oh, they're gonna try to heck him. The F they are. Like, he brings out a gat, like a big gat. I was like, oh damn, it's going wild. I don't, is it called Scrooge Duck? It's not, is it Back to the Klondike? No, goes back. Klondike with his nephews. Meets an old flame, the time of the gold rush. Glittering Goldie. She owes Scrooge $1,000, which after 50 years interest now amounts over $1 billion. So it's not this one. Where the heck is it? It's not Back to the Klondike. It's not A Christmas Carol. Ah, Uncle Scrooge, My First Million. And it's $3.25. 1,400 of these were burned. There's 1,500 left. I don't think anyone's ever gonna really like, oh yeah, I need to get this whole and collect this. But he goes back in time to the days of the gold rush and discovers the origins of the richest and stingiest miser of all time. Join Grandma Duck for dinner to find out how Uncle Scrooge gained his first $1 million. Grandma digs up an old photo album in which the photos are organized in chronological order, not year by year, but million by million. Grab C, and so again, like in here, this might be the guy that tries to heck him, and I think he kills him. I think he blows him up in the mine. Or he tries to. Like there's some attempted murder in here. And I was like, oh my God. But Christmas on Bear Mountain, that's the one that you like, huh? Well, it's $18, so I'm not gonna get it, but you know what? Cool. You just stream your monitor and scroll through VeVe. I don't think I can do that. Like scroll like that. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Someone might be able to, but I cannot. Anyway, we have some of the news that we have to catch up on that we haven't yet. So let's do this here. What was it, Friday, the last one? Elon Musk says he will likely pay over $500 billion in taxes by the time he dies. Michael Saylor says Bitcoin's either going to 0 or 1 million. I'm gonna bet on 1 million. Garrett Jin just deposited $5,000 of Bitcoin. 5,000 Bitcoin worth $335 million to Binance after getting liquidated for $250 million. He's been consistently dumping his bag. Dude's probably had enough. The Logan Paul premium Ben Burrows says is real. On February 16th, the first edition Charizard PSA 10 with a Logan Paul break pedigree sold for nearly $1 million, the most paid at public auction for a non-illustrated Pokemon card. A similar copy sold for $528,000 Thursday night with no pedigree. Interesting. And it's not a perfect 10, but it is a PSA 10. Oh, these are different. Okay, hang on. So this is the one that sold beforehand, which is not a perfect 10, but this one is very much more perfect. I didn't even see the backs. Sita, or just me, 0815110 says, ever wonder why we got so many Darth Vader samurais? It's in his DNA. So 1910 is the birth year of Akira Kurosawa, biggest cinematic influence on George Lucas for Episode 4. Samurai aesthetics directly shaped Darth Vader's design. Number 1958, the narrative influence. Release your year of movie The Hidden Fortress by Akira Kurosawa, structural, visual, and story blueprint for Episode 4. Number 1932, the birth year of John Williams, Oscar winner for Star Wars Episode 4 score, defined the saga's mythic music identity. And 1945, the birth year of Marcia Lucas, Oscar winning for editing Episode 4, crucial for emotional pacing and storytelling clarity. Love it. Right, the Supreme Court rules against Trump's tariffs, and he said "F you," he's going to do them anyway. Susquehanna-backed block fills up for sale after 75 million lending loss. Ooh. Bitcoin's Lightning Network surpassed $1 billion in monthly transaction volume. And the Netherlands banned Polymarket over illegal gambling services. If I had $1 million cash in hand, what would I do right now? I'd give it to a friend of mine. I'd give $500,000 to a friend of mine that does a high-risk lending business. I would get my $75K a year from that, and I would, because you get 15%, and then the other $400,000 out of the other $500,000 I'd have left would go right into crypto, and crypto-related companies. So I'd buy part of the crypto. I'd buy part of the companies that are behind the cryptos. Like I would save some for VeVe's IPO whenever they do that, because they're crushing it. And then, obviously that's one of the things I would do. And then the other $100K I would just use as needed. But as far as the cryptos themselves, DEVVE, Definity, OMI, FIAS, and daCat. Those 5. So again, the $500K going to a buddy of mine where I get 15% per year. It's only like $6,000 a month. It's not a lot, but that at least pays everything. And it's like, okay, we're good. We're Gucci. And then the rest, again, just in crypto and crypto-related companies. Scrooge McDuck was Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Mr. Krabs was in the Navy. Scrooge McDuck, I don't know if he was in the military. I feel like he was. Everyone was in the military back in the day. I feel like he was. Not generally considered a military veteran in canon DuckTales or Carl Barks on Rosa comic lore, but he's portrayed as a fearless adventurer. Okay, so he's not a veteran. Okay. I would go in and I would go in and say Mr. Krabs would take that because he has got the vice grip, with the claws, because as we know, the claws aren't just for attracting mates. So I would say he wins. I would say Eugene Krabs is probably a bit younger than Scrooge McDuck as well. But if they're both in their prime, I would still give it to Eugene Krabs. Hard outer shell, a hard body. Again, in the military. Scrooge McDuck is apparently a fearless leader. Scrooge McDuck's probably smarter because Mr. Krabs was only like a millionaire. Scrooge McDuck was a billionaire. So I would say that Scrooge McDuck, and a lot of why Mr. Krabs is a millionaire is because he's just cheap. But Scrooge McDuck is very hardworking, and Mr. Krabs is too. You can't become a millionaire by being a slouch, right? But I would say Scrooge McDuck has the intelligence and hard work ethic, but Eugene Krabs he's just a tank. And he's just, again, big meaty claws, military training. I think he takes it. If you download X Recorder, you can record your face and what's on your phone screen. The YouTube tutorials do it with Minecraft Mobile. All right, hang on here. What is X Recorder? You're not gonna. This isn't like a porn thing, is it? Okay, screen recorder video. All right, is it called screen recorder? Because X Recorder is not coming up. It's only coming up as screen recorder. So let me know what that is. And personal luxury purchase, house, commercial property, ending oldies by gold and silver. I mean, I have kind of everything I ever want. I mean, I know you guys are really only seeing like the basement here, Dashi on the pool table. Like it's there's a lot of artwork here too. It's really dope. There's not much that I need right now. Maybe I go to Turkey and get that surgery where they take the hair from the sides and put it on the top in front. Maybe I get that. That's like what, 15 grand? That might be about it. I mean, like at these prices though, anything that I want, I would just wait because these prices are so cheap. They're very, very cheap. Maybe Pokemon cards. And I would need to go in and tell myself, okay, listen, just get what you want and enjoy the art. Because if I open up that rabbit hole again, like what I'm doing with comics right now, there's probably not been a single person that has been on Stacker more than I have the last week. There's probably not a single person that has been on Stack. I don't know why I said that twice. I don't know why I needed to say that twice. And if I start doing that with Pokemon again, like my eyes already like infected. Like I'm never gonna sleep again. I'm never gonna, So yeah. Anyway, again, $1 million. I've not put that in like what, a house, and that like, that's not. And you could get a house. You could probably get it in a not so great place for like 300-400K. In New York, a decent house on the water is going to be over $1 million anyway. Long Island. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I would just have mostly crypto. I mean, maybe the hair transplant, the hair turkey thing, but aside from that, that's about it. Maybe a couple tattoos that I've wanted to get for a while. You know what I would do? I would probably get I'd probably look into it's not blood doping, it's kind of is, where you get someone that has your blood type, but just very much younger than you, and you essentially blood dope with their blood, with young blood, and apparently it works. That it's like an elixir, and it makes you look and feel younger. So I would probably do that. I don't know how much it costs, but I would probably do that. Yeah. Okay, screen recorder, extra quarter, yes. Okay, hang on. Let me get to. I'm going to install. It contains ads. I guess we're gonna have to pay for the ads. I'm just gonna record it, or I'm just gonna download it, and then we'll see what I get. Anyway, we have some of the rest of the news here. We got to go over. Steve USDC. Oh my gosh. So Gary, I commented on Gary Vaynerchuk's thing because I bought a Jolly Jack-o'-lantern from him the other day, and I said, "Hey, would love to put him in one of my comics. Would this be possible?" And then he liked it. So I don't know if he, that says I can put it in one of my comics. In 2013, this guy named Gullible Tail gave an escort 3 Bitcoin as payment, and he still obsessively checks her wallet address. That is bananas. In Q2 2025, U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick's firm, Cantor Fitzgerald, offered to purchase importers' tariff refund rights for 20 to 30% on their face value. This means that if tariffs are ruled illegal, Cantor Fitzgerald will get 100% refund along with the interest from the government. By July 2025, Cantor had already processed $10 million in refund rights, which may be $100 million now. Today, the Supreme Court deemed Trump's tariffs illegal, which means Cantor will probably profit between 50 and 100 million. That is bananas. Take a look at they have to be 18. The guy from PayPal does it, and he's got like a farm of like 18, 19-year-olds, and yeah, so and apparently it works. And obviously it has to be your same blood type. And yeah, you essentially replace your blood with theirs. Like it's not like you don't get like how was it, like 10 pints of blood in the human. You don't replace all 10. It's like, okay, here's the pint of blood. And again, you don't just inject like in you take some of yours out, put some of theirs in. And again, it has to be the same blood type. And so for those that don't know what blood doping is, it's people that so there's a legal and, well, in sports, there's 2 ways to do it. There's 2 ways to do it in general. And in sports, there's a legal way where you go to, let's say, like Colorado, somewhere up in the mountains where the air is a lot thinner. And when that happens, like the blood gets thinner, and so your body has to make more blood. So your body makes more blood to adapt to the thinner air up there. And you do all your training up there, and then you come down back to the normal land surface area where it's not as elevated, and now suddenly muscles and everything and your blood is super oxygenated. So that's one thing that that happens for legal blood doping in sports. For illegal blood doping in sports, you take some of your blood out now, however much, you train like normal, your body replaces that blood, and then you re-inject that blood back into you, like months later. So they got like Lance Armstrong for doing it, but like everyone was doing it back in the day. And they just got caught. Like Russia was doing it, like everyone was doing it. except for like the USA, Lance Armstrong's team, and then he did it, and then he got caught. Anyway, so that's illegal blood doping, but without sports, you know, take that out of the game. You can do that really whenever you want, but it's still your own blood. And if you're 35 years, then you know you're getting 35-year-old blood. You know, it's your blood. But you get 18-year-old blood, then it's like, okay, now you feel younger again. You become a vampire? I don't think so. Hope not. We are ruled by a cannibalistic cult who do horrible things with blood transfusions. I've seen some of those photos of even just the things that, even if they're just symbolic, yeah, that it doesn't look great. But you do this with like a team of like doctors. You don't do it with like, you know, the powers that be, like whoever they are. You just do it like under, like it's more like a medical thing. I'm sure the powers that be do it, and they might do it with interesting things that are worse. Trump says the $175 billion in tariff refunds will be fought in court for the next 5 years. Cool. MicroStrategy. And this might be the last week that we have before VeVe is potentially a public company. Come March, I get that. That'd be cool. Definity's going crazy. Their parent company, DMA Link, is new song. In Peru, over 175 species of stingless bees have become the first insects to be given legal rights. They now have a fundamental right to exist, and humans can file lawsuits on their behalf if their existence is threatened. Peru ain't messing around with Barry B. Benson. Phil Nice says, finally, after 50 polls, he got the Black Fire horse. That is a lot. That's $750 to try to get that horse, but he got it. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker sends invoice to President Trump demanding $8.6 billion in refunds following Supreme Court tariff ruling. Jesus. VeVe's got ads again. They've got ads on Instagram. They've got it on Facebook. I don't know why. I don't know if those ever really work. And then they got somebody else in there. Who did they get here? Skittle Rampage. Take a moment and welcome our newest partner, Skittle Rampage. Check out his 100+ Funko Pops for March video sponsored by VeVe, featuring amazing Marvel Mighties. 10,600 followers. Cool. Not only that, there was another thing. Maybe it's not. Maybe I didn't. They posted like an ad. It was like, you know, what do you call it? He just made a post, but it said ad in there. So I wish they wouldn't do that. Anyway, moving on. Prediction market spot volume is up 29x this year. It's insane. February 20th, 1.2 million OMI burned. All right, not bad. It was a green day for ordinals the other day. Ordinals went boom. Let's go to Rampage. Let's go to BlackRock bought $64.5 million worth of Bitcoin on the 20th. Interesting. What's today? Today's Sunday, right? And we've got one more date. So tomorrow I have Sandy Carter coming on the podcast at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do her. That'll be great. And then I'll be live tomorrow at 8 just to do the normal thing. And then we have the Craft Soup people coming on at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. And then I have the OMI Homie show at 8. Wednesday, I have Violeta Chikorita, I don't know how to spell her name, on Wednesday at 12 p.m. And then I'll be live again at 8. On the 26th, we have Anthony Francisco at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I might be live at 4 during the day. And then, yeah, him at 8. Pokemon Day is the 27th. Also, it's Tammy's birthday on the 26th. Don't remind me to text her. And then the ORKT deal merger should be. This is going to be. This has been the like. This was January. This is February. It's been a very insane year so far, and I don't know how long I can do this for without breaking into. And then March. Hold on. Am I have Sandy Carter on tomorrow, or do I have her on? I have her 2 days here. Why do I have her 2 days? Oh, she's going to be on March 2nd. Okay, she's not coming on tomorrow. Oh, thank God. I can rest. 23rd. I said, how's the 23rd? But then she gave me her. So I made it for March. Okay, March 2nd at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, all right. So she's not coming on tomorrow. Okay, thank God. I can rest for a minute. But I should get someone because I'm on like podcast number 294, 295, whatever. And I need to get to 300 because Adam Weitzman's coming on at some point in the next like 10 days, and I want him to be number 300. So we got to do stuff. Maybe he comes in March and makes my life a little easier. We'll see. All right, so I'll save the rest for tomorrow. And for right now, let's continue with Sleeping Comics. All right, Young Avengers #1. First appearance. Wait, so Young Avengers #1. They're both of them, right? He's got Young Avengers on here twice. There's no way there's 2 Young Avengers #1s, right? Unless there are. Yeah, no, it looks like there's just one. Okay, that's cool. And there's still $1. Okay, and the last one is Spider-Man #7. His first appearance of Spider-Boy. Spooderman. Oh my gosh, Spider-Man #7. Let's see how many comics that is. 3,600 comics, $4, 36 cents. Not bad. All right, let me go back to my vault real quick. We'll find something else to see if we can buy or purchase, but I don't think. Hold on. Any type, comic covers, and then I think we'll be good here for today because I have purchased a lot. Night Nurse, New Mutants is fine. Silver Surfers, $6 hairs. 647. Tales of Suspense. It's $1.58. I think we're good, but I'm really curious about if Sleepin's partner statue sells. It hasn't yet. Or did it? Hang on. Let's see here. Let's go to partner statue listings. Wait, did OMI just spike? Didn't spike. Oh, it did for a minute. It like, and it didn't spike. Like it didn't. But I was wondering why it was now $1,300 hairs. But yeah, Sleepin's is $2, less than $3 from the floor, and is 3-digit. So I expect his to get bought at some point. And the next one's 15 million OMI. You know, the next cheapest 3-digit. Anyway, guys, I have a couple calls I got to get on, which is going to be rough. But I might stay on for another 10 minutes just to get to the 2-hour mark here. We are tired of winning, Mr. President. Donald J. Trump says we're winning too much. It's just not fair. I'm not going to lie, Mr. President. I am tired of winning. Can someone fix my bags, please? Or maybe drop us down lower when I get some money next week and like double my crypto bag. I'm not going to double it. I might. Depends on how things shake out. It depends on what goes on. Anyway, let's do where to look. We'll look at Daredevil number 1 and see what he's on. $4.69, 21,000. But I could get Fantastic Four number 5 for just like $1 more, right? $5.87. 21,000 of those, but they're still cool. I don't know. I'll debate on it. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce because I'm going to hang on my inversion table and fix my back. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm, and everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. We love you. Ooh, end stream. Meow, meow, meow.